Holy faith! In this video, we're going to explore the differences between living in Santa Fe, New Mexico's fourth largest city, and living in Albuquerque. Now, as you know, I live in Albuquerque and I spend the majority of my time there. But every now and then we like to get up to Santa Fe to explore certain fun things to do, whether that's the farmer's market, the rail yards, or just kind of explore the art scene. So in this video, we're going to take some time to look at some of the architecture, the surrounding landscape, figure out why people from all over the world flock to Santa Fe. I'm even going to show you one place in Santa Fe where I got absolutely bamboozled out of some money. This is all about New Mexico. Hey, it's Skip at Soul by Skip, and we post videos like this every week. So if it's your first time to the channel and you want to learn everything about living in New Mexico, Albuquerque, or Santa Fe, be sure to tap that subscribe button and ring the little bell. That way you'll be notified every time we post a new video. Now, my team has been helping people from literally all over the world now buy and sell property here in Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Las Cruces, and we look forward to connecting with you too. So give me a call or shoot me a text. So in this video, follow along as we spent the day in Santa Fe exploring the outdoor rail yards, the farmer's market, the art installations, and some high-class neighborhoods that you may not have known about. Now, everybody knows the basic facts about Santa Fe, population somewhere around 85,000, making it the fourth largest city in New Mexico. But did you know it was founded in 1610, making it the oldest capital city in the United States? And with an elevation of 7,200 feet above sea level, it's actually the highest capital in the United States. So while New Mexico remains one of the most affordable states in our union, Santa Fe has a cost of living index that's much higher than the US on a national average. In fact, the cost of living in Santa Fe is about 25% higher than the cost of living in Albuquerque. Now, the main differences there are the cost of healthcare is a little bit more expensive, but also real estate. See, Santa Fe is much smaller and it's in a smaller pocket surrounded by mountains, so it can't really grow too much more. So the cost of real estate there is going to be a little bit higher. It's a very desirable place to be for people who enjoy art installations. Now, it's one of the main drawing factors here are the artists, the sculptures, the visual, the museums, and the endless art galleries that surround the plaza.
So one way to really spice up your relationship is to wake your husband up Saturday morning, drag him an hour north up to Santa Fe for the farmer's market at the rail yards.
Holy faith. There's a reason I said holy faith at the start of this video, and that Santa Fe, pretty much the translation there into Spanish is holy faith. As in holy faith, I've got some visitors in town who want to go up to Santa Fe. Dreaded words. Yay, let's go up to Santa Fe this weekend. It's like, here's what Santa Fe is to people who live in Albuquerque. It's like a tourist destination. So anytime you get visitors, well, guess what? There goes your Saturday and Sunday. You're gonna be shopping for turquoise in the Santa Fe Plaza. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's fun if you're into buying turquoise and spending your day bargaining with vendors and battling crowds and searching for parking and, you know, just doing touristy stuff. In Santa Fe, holy faith. Hotel Santa Fe. If you come into Santa Fe, it's going to be one of those places you want to stay. Quintessential Santa Fe architecture, you know, Adobe style. One time when I was younger, I was a younger man, entrepreneur, and so my experience with the Hotel Santa Fe is that I went to a conference here and it ended up getting bamboozled into an MLM marketing scheme. So if you're here, beware, tread lightly, and keep an eye on your wallet. Or if you have 5 of your friends that want to come and join, you can get $500 from each one of them. Then you send it to me, and then essentially we'll all get rich. Quick. Hotel Santa Fe. One way you can get up to Santa Fe from Albuquerque is jumping on the Rail Runner, which is a train that goes straight from Albuquerque up to Santa Fe. And a lot of people will take it if they're commuting to work in Santa Fe and they live in Albuquerque. But mostly it's people that just are on the weekends want to shoot up there for the farmer's market.
good already, don't they?
When I met my wife, one of the things that we hit it off about is that she was from San Diego and I was from New Mexico. And I've told you this before, but she has this love affair with the state of New Mexico because her family had a timeshare condo in Santa Fe. And so that's where we kind of hit it off and started bonding over, and we ended up getting married. And to this day, she's like, just has the fondest memories of going up to Santa Fe. And I understand that. It's really great because you go up, you spend the day, you know, maybe get an Airbnb or bed and breakfast or something on the plaza where you can hear, you know, go live music, taste some beers. They have fantastic restaurants, stuff like that. But now that I've won her over, I know that I have to play ball and I have to go up to Santa Fe. I'm not dogging on Santa Fe. Santa Fe is a great place. It's our capital, so I fall in line, sir, yes, sir, whatever you say, Santa Fe, we'll pay those taxes. State capitol today where security's tight. You know what's cool about our state capitol? It's actually one of the only state capitol buildings that doesn't copy the nation's capitol building, right, with the typical dome. Now our building is circular, it's round, and that makes it stand out. Territorial style. And it just made me think of, you know what I hate about Texas? Dude, have you ever seen Texas's Capitol building? It's, yeah, they got the dome just like our nation's capital. And then let me guess, Texas, everything's bigger in Texas, or we're our own nation so we can make our Capitol building as tall as our nation's capital and fly our flag. And shut up. God, if you're that great, then why don't you guys just secede again? What was I talking about? And real quick, we covered some ground in this video, so if you're liking what you see so far, do me a favor and just tap that little like button. It really helps us out. Now I feel like Albuquerque is more of a big city feel. There's gonna be more mainstream culture. Like you're gonna have Chili's, Applebee's, and people who've never been to a museum. But what I'm saying is in Santa Fe, you're gonna get a higher caliber individual, right? They're gonna be well-traveled and well-versed in poetry and different types of art and Renaissance paintings and Southwest landscapes. Yeah, although Georgia O'Keeffe, let's be honest, Georgia O'Keeffe really killed it with the flower paintings. The name of my elementary school was Georgia O'Keeffe, name drop. The main difference, of course, in Santa Fe is that people are very cultured, and with that comes an insanely eclectic sense of style. Now, most people from around the world would see the Santa Fe style and go, wow, that's really cool. But to be honest, I think you have to, if you live in Santa Fe, you have to dress like an asshole, let's be honest. I mean, who wears colors that bright? I mean, as I say here, just wearing my gray t-shirt as I always wear. That's one of the fun things about walking around is you see some wild outfits, and mostly because it's people relocated from Hollywood or you know, some eclectic place, and so they're not scared to step out of the box with their style. One of the main differences in living in Santa Fe is that all the architecture seems to blend together seamlessly with the landscape. And I feel like everybody adheres to that. You're not gonna find any hot pink houses in the middle of Santa Fe style adobe homes. And I think most homeowners are very respectful of the overall layout of Santa Fe and the cohesiveness that each of the homes have to offer. Whereas in Albuquerque, you're gonna find much more diverse neighborhoods where you're gonna find maybe a mid-century modern versus a bungalow next door to a colonial style in certain parts of town. Driving around in Santa Fe, kind of exploring some of the neighborhoods, and the biggest difference that you see is the landscaping. The landscaping here almost has the same feel as you would have in maybe an East Mountains type of situation, which is just outside of Albuquerque. But the elevation here in Santa Fe is slightly higher, so the plant life is going to be different. Now, all the neighborhoods have a color scheme that, an architectural plan that all the homes adhere to. So all the homes are desert-scaped, but surrounded by nice mountainous trees. The blue skies over the brown architecture really makes the colors pop, if that's a thing. I mean, maybe everything's just so brown that the blue sky actually pops, but I think just the elevation of Santa Fe is cool. Check it out. So these are some of the main differences between what the homes look like between Santa Fe and living in Albuquerque. Now, because the population size of Albuquerque is much larger than that of Santa Fe, high school sports, prep sports, intramural sports like that are always going to be much better in the bigger city. So I remember when we were in high school, we never really considered Santa Fe that much of a rivalry. It was more just like a pain in the ass. You had to drive an hour up to Santa Fe to play on a Saturday morning. Look, not hating on Santa Fe. I'm sure their athletics are fine for Division 2 or 3, whatever they're in. Oh yeah, look at me just living glory days, high school sports. Take a minute and just tap that subscribe button. Make sure you're notified every time we post new videos. So again, if you're having any thoughts of making that move to, in, or around Albuquerque or even Santa Fe, be sure to reach out. Just give me a call or shoot me a text. I'll reach out to you personally. Wait! Before you leave, I want to share another video I think you might find informative by clicking up here. And lastly, friends, don't forget to subscribe here by clicking this link to stay up to date with future videos. As always, visit soldbyskip.com for a free list of homes priced to sell. Thanks for watching.